Huge night for Jurassic fans and massive spoiler warning ahead, but we will talk about Hammond Collection, Spinosaurus and Stegosaurus. And also, Season 3 just came out and ended, and we got a tease of Season 4. So considering Rebirth is coming July, and, you know, they often come a month after the movie, maybe we might get Season 4 in August this year. But then we did have Hammond Collection Spinosaurus tonight, and it looks so good. We finally got a good look of it. Kind of crazy, you know, they're like, yeah, go release Season 3, go release the Hammond Collections as well. It's like, dude, there's too much news. I'm drowning in stuff tonight. But yeah, Spinosaurus, Stegosaurus, they look amazing. You know, we only had the baby Stegosaurus or juvenile Stegosaurus beforehand. That was alright, but now to get an actual big one is awesome. And finally, Spinosaurus. Now we can put them with Giga, T-Rex, and Spino to have the big three as Hammond Collections, and that's just so awesome. I'm ready to complete that trio because I've got the other two ready, just want Spine now. But yes, Ceratosaurus was just aura farming this season. It was, you know, in one episode, but it was really cool nonetheless. Like, it walks in so menacingly, looks at them, you know, it has this point where it stands up next to Ben and it's like, what are you doing here? I'm gonna go get you. And it's just so awesome. I'm a big Ceratosaurus fan, so this is why I'm glazing it here right now. It was just so awesome. And, you know, it even set fire to the thing and gets its cool, you know, fire sort of thing. But of course, you know, the Allosaurus does go at the Ceratosaurus, but I think that's an extremely acceptable death for Ceratosaurus. I will take that because it's a win in my books, because Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus lived in the Jurassic North America period together. And I just think, you know, if any dinosaur is going to take out Ceratosaurus, it's Allosaurus. I allow it to be Allosaurus. So that was just awesome to see that. But then it came back alive. Like, what happened? You know, it was there again right after it got killed. So did it really die? Anyway, Suchomimus was actually in Season 3. If you guys noticed, it's in the transport truck at the very start. It's a very blink and you miss it thing. I had it pointed out to me in the comments. I'm like, oh, I got to go back and check because, you know, I'm on my phone, I'm working, I'm trying to do all this stuff when the season's coming out. So I will miss everything. I will obviously go and rewatch it because I had a lot of fun with this season. But yeah, we had like Pyraptor, Locust, just everything. And also Smoothie. Smoothie is so adorable. The new purple indigo sort of Ankylosaurus. And Bumpy was revealed on a map that she's in Bison Valley. Same with Majungasaurus. I know, so a render of Majungasaurus was there, and Becklespinax. That was super awesome. And some dinosaurs got name dropped, like Yutyrannus, Ankylosaurus, and it was Ornith something. Ornithosaurus, like, it was one of those, but I did forget, but I know there were 3 named dinosaurs that weren't in the series yet. There were also a ton of fights in Season 3. We had, you know, like Atrociraptor vs Compy, which, you know, just instantly eats it. But the coolest one, in my opinion, was Pyraptor versus the 3 Atrociraptors, because Pyraptor is this small thing, and it's just holding its ground against those Atrociraptors. I don't think they're trying to kill it necessarily. I think they've more been tasked to capture it, and that's what they do in the end. But they're kind of just bullying it. It's kind of funny, but Pyraptor stands its own, and it's so awesome. But also, Dominion in Season 3, we finally got a crossover. So these series so far have mentioned all the Jurassic World movies, not the park ones, because obviously you'd have to go back in time for that. They have obviously, you know, given Easter eggs to Jurassic Park, like, oh, we found the visitor center, you know, oh, Hammond died to compies, whatnot. But this was cool because, you know, Jurassic World had its thing in Camp Cretaceous Season 1, where Masrani's flying his helicopter trying to shoot the Indominus Rex and crashes into the aviary. That was the Jurassic World connection. Then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, obviously that was a bit harder because they had to fit into Camp Cretaceous, and you can't really do a 2-year jump perfectly until, of course, the end of Season 5. But what they did in Season 3 is they skipped 6 months. They were still on Isla Nublar. And, you know, it's that scene from Fallen Kingdom, the opening scene that we all know and love. The guy's running from the T-Rex, gets on the helicopter, but Mosasaurus chomps him, and we see that in Camp Cretaceous. So that's 2 movies already, Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. And then of course, to end the trilogy, we had Dominion, and it gets played in Chaos Theory. 2 separate scenes, because obviously you're in Malta, you're going to see a bit of crossover in that. But yeah, we do get the scene where Soyona is selling off the Atrociraptors to or not selling them off to Rain Delacorp, but getting him to transfer them to the buyer. And then the other scene is we see when Barry has Soyona, you know, at hostage point, and Brooklyn's kind of watching it, and the handler's in the back as well. It's just crazy. And On drives off on his motorbike, which, you know, we don't see him, of course, but Ghost does chase him. We see that whole point, and Soyona gets away by causing an explosion. Barry survives, of course, but Soyona gets away to continue more stuff. It's just so crazy. It was such an awesome, fun season. It's been such a good night. There's so much news, you know, but yeah, basically that confirms, you know, Soyona, what happened at the end of Dominion's Malta scene, there's a ton of extension. So, you know, whilst they weren't allowed to go past Dominion, the events of Malta were still happening while they were in Bison Valley. So I guess, you know, they can do that. But we did have a couple of deaths. Some notable ones were near the end, which, you know, when you get to episode 10, you see Soyona with the Atrociraptors, the handler, Brooklyn, the Carnotaurus, all that. We unfortunately see Ghost die. I've got the super colossal Ghost, and it's like, wow. But then again, I kind of thought Ghost died in Dominion when it fell off the helicopter. So it's like, okay, it survived all that just to get killed, you know? And then, we'll get to it, but there was another death from one of the villains, and that was pretty cool to see, whilst also another villain got captured. It was just, such a crazy ride. But, you know, while we're at it, of course, the Atrociraptor squad was there, and it got reduced to an Atrociraptor trio. So cool seeing the full Atrociraptor squad together. But yeah, now it is just Tiger, Red, and Panthera, all the orange colored ones. So no more white in the pack. I assume Red could be the leader now, but Red's like a traitor to Soyona. It's decided to team up with the handler using the whistle and stuff. It preferred the bond over Soyona's commands. And speaking of the handler, though, of course, Soyona had her own pet Carnotaurus they've trained, and the handler, being cocky, thinks, I'm going to tame this because I can tame the Atrociraptors, so Carno, easy. But we all know Carnotaurus is not that smart, definitely not compared to Atrociraptors, so I don't think it's going to listen to a human. And Grady did try it, but luckily rolled away before it ate him. But yeah, handler tried it, and gets chopped by Carno, and then, yeah, obviously Soyona gets captured, and then they go off to Bison Valley. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to watch up here for more Chaos Theory. It was so awesome. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.